Rayatwadi system was introduced in territories of company by Thomas Munro and Captain Reed in 1820. The expansion of company's dominion in southern and western India and the annexation of Mysore and Peshwa's land made it imperative for the company to evolve new ways of land revenue settlement in these areas. Though the permanent settlement had been introduced in Bengal and parts of North India, its defects had become prominent. Now the authority had to devise alternative means of settlement. After annexation of Baramahal from Tipu Sultan, Captain Alexander Reed was authorized to settle land revenue there. Captain Reed found that some form of Rayatwari system existed there in pre-British decades. Captain Reed issued a proclamation in 1796 by which land was settled with the Rayats for a long time. The Rayats were asked to pay 50% of estimated produce of land as revenue of authority, but this settlement was subject to serious criticism. The Rayats found that 50% of produce demanded as rent was too exorbitant. Thus, much of the land became fallow and Rayats stopped cultivation. When Thomas Munro became the governor of Madras, he re-examined the system and settled the land revenue directly with the Rayats as one-third of gross produce of land. The state demand was fixed on money. There was no intermediary or jamindars in the settlement. The Rayats were to pay each year directly to the authority. This settlement was made for a period of 30 to 40 years, but the Rayats were not granted permanent right. Rayats were recognized as owners of the land they cultivated and the revenue was to be collected directly from them. The farmers had to pay revenue between 45% and 55% to the company. The system was revised and improved by Wingate and Goldsmith after 1836. Revenue was not fixed so that government can increase revenue in case of more production. Also, the settlement was not fixed and could be revised between 20 to 30 years when the revenue demand was usually raised.